So student, now we are going to start the next chapter, and which is atoms and molecule. It is atoms and molecule. Okay, so we have already completed last chapter, and we have did more study about the atoms. So what is atom? The smallest particle of universe that cannot be divided further is called as atom. Okay, now here we have to focus more on molecules. Okay, so atom and molecules are nothing but they are responsible for forming tiny particles like uh, we can say water molecule. Okay, so we know water molecule is made up of two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom. Okay, so we can say here atoms, they are combining together. They may be different or same, they may be two or more. Okay, they combining together to form the molecules. So molecule is the smallest particle of any compound. Do concentrate, what is molecule? Molecule is the smallest particle of any compound, okay, which is made up of or which can be divided into the simpler form like atoms. Okay everyone, you're getting the point now?
Yeah, sir, we're getting it.
Okay, so
Yes.
first I'm going to write the definition for molecules now. Okay, so molecules are the smallest particle of particle of the compound which cannot be broken down into simpler form by any physical means. We can break down them with the help of chemical means like chemical reaction, but not by the physical means. Suppose if we'll take example of water. Okay, so we know in water we have many molecules of water. Okay, so suppose if we have heated that water, so here water will get evaporated, means H2O molecule will get separated from other H2O molecule. Okay, so here if we will get vapor will also contain H2O only. They are not going to change their chemical combination. Only the water molecule bond, okay, like the water molecule bond, which is a bond which is present between the water molecule, it is going to change, but not the bond between hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, here we have the bond between hydrogen, oxygen and hydrogen. So these bonds are not going to break by any physical means. Okay, yeah, only here we have H2O and here we have another H2O molecule. So the force of attraction between them may be going to break, but not going to break these bond. Okay, so here we have mentioned these like smallest particle of compound which cannot be broken down into simpler form by any physical means. Okay, are called as molecules. Are called as molecules. Okay, now I'm going to write example. So example, H2O is the molecule of water. Okay, so everyone just take a screenshot. Now we are going to move further.
Done, sir.
Everyone done? Everyone? I'm moving the screen aside. Okay. Now we will write few properties of molecule now. Properties of molecule. Properties of molecule. First, molecule are the smallest particle of compound. Number one, molecules are the smallest particles of compound. Number two,
Sir, compounds or elements or some matter?
see, suppose beta, here we have NaCl. Okay, NaCl means sodium chloride, it is a compound. But if we will discuss about NaCl, here we have one, is we have the coefficient 1, and coefficient 1 says it is the 1 mole of NaCl. And we know in 1 mole of any compound contain 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, that much of particle. Okay, but that NaCl, individual NaCl, alone in the NaCl, we can say is a molecule of NaCl compound, sodium chloride. Okay, so we are discussing about that particular molecule of NaCl. Like we have C6H12O6 is the molecule of glucose. Here we have like we'll say H2 benzene. So here we have C6H6 is the molecule of benzene. We have CH3COOH. It is the molecule of acetic acid, like this. So we are discussing about only one molecule here. Okay. Okay, beta. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we will discuss about some next property of the molecule. So next property will be molecules cannot be broken down into simpler form by any physical mean. Number 3, molecules can be broken down into atoms, into constituent atoms by chemical means. Chemical means
CH3COOH is an acetic acid, right?
yes, it is acetic acid, and it's like 4 to 6% aqueous solution. We used to say it is vinegar, and that we are having or we are using in Chinese food generally. Okay.
Yes.
Next property, the fourth one. See, molecule of the same compound. I'm just using the anothering. Molecule of same compound, have similar physical and chemical properties. Physical and chemical properties. Like they have similar mass, they have similar melting point, similar boiling point, similar reactivity, similar shape, size, volume, etc. Okay, so they will have all physical and chemical properties similar. Okay, so I want you have to take screenshot for these 4 properties of molecule now. Done, beta? Everyone done? Do reply, everyone. I'm just waiting for your response.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now we will discuss the laws of chemical combination. So first we will discuss about the chemical reaction. So do you know what is change? What is change of the substance? So change means when the property of any substance changes, okay, is called as, by any mean, maybe physical or maybe chemical. Okay, so when the property of any substance changes, is called as changes. Beta, someone is saying something.
Nothing, sir, nothing.
Okay, it's called as beta change. We have divided the change into 2 basic part. Okay, what are 2 basic part? Physical change and chemical change. Okay, so first we will discuss here about the physical change. So first change is called physical change, beta. Physical change. Other one we have, which is the chemical change. Chemical change. Okay, so anyone have any idea about what is physical change? When the change takes place, okay, when the change takes place in state of substance or matter. Instead of substance, we'll write matter. Okay, like solid state, liquid state, or gaseous state. Liquid state or gaseous state. Okay, or when the change takes place, temporary. Temporary is called as physical change. Physical change. Okay, so what is physical change? So any change that takes place into temporary, or any temporary change takes place in substance, is called as beta physical change. Example, evaporation of water. Evaporation of water means changing in state from liquid to gases. Freezing of water. Stretching of rubber. Okay, etc. Again, we can write more here. Change in physical state, we have written over. Okay, so in a state of matter like solid, liquid, gases, or other change like change in shape, change in size, okay, etc. Change in density, change in refractive index. All changes includes under physical change.
Sir, what is refractive index?
refractive index is nothing but when light rays passes from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, it changes
Sir,
its
like
original color.
luster. Sir, like luster.
No, luster is not. Luster may be the physical change, but it is loses due to the chemical reaction, so we can't include in physical change. Okay, like iron, it is have luster in its pure state, but when it reacts with surrounding, like moisture and air, so it undergoes chemical reaction to form rust. Okay, so it is chemical change. No, I'm just discussing about the refractive index. So when light ray enters from one medium to other, okay. So suppose here we have air, so it is rare medium. Here we have glass, so it is denser medium. So when light ray enters from rare medium to denser medium, it bends toward the normal like this. Instead of going in a straight line, it bends toward the normal. So that particular angle of refraction and angle of incident is different, and their ratio is called as beta refractive index. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So all these changes takes place in a substance, then it is called as beta physical change. So now we will discuss about the chemical change. You know, stretching of rubber, stretching of spring, all these are
From milk to curd.
Hamida?
Milk to curd.
No, that is chemical change.
That's what I'm saying for chemical change only.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll discuss now chemical change. First, we have to write the definition. Oh, first I want you have to take a screenshot for physical change because I'm going to move the screen aside. Done? Done, beta?
Done.
Okay. So now we'll discuss about the chemical change. So chemical change means any change that takes place permanently. Okay. So any change that leads to permanent change. Permanent change is called as chemical change. Chemical change. Okay, suppose I'm just taking one example. Suppose we have the matchstick here. Matchstick. Okay, this is the wooden stick, and here we have the material which is made up of the phosphorus and
Yes,
other
sir.
substance.
Sir, white phosphorus. Sir,
Yeah.
red phosphorus. White phosphorus changes into red phosphorus.
Yes.
Something.
So suppose we are just scratching that matchstick on the other surface of the match, so it burns. Is it? After some time, that wooden block or stick will also burn. So that wooden block or that stick is nothing but made up of the carbon only.
Yes, sir. It's a different
Yes.
compound because it's ash.
Yes, sir. So carbon when burns in presence of air, it produces carbon dioxide and heat energy. So are you able to convert, and again the biomass which is called as ash. Okay, so are you able to convert back that ash, that heat and carbon dioxide back into the carbon? Would? No. Is it or not? Suppose if you will burn the charcoal. The charcoal is nothing but the carbon. If you will burn it in presence of excess of air, will produce carbon dioxide and heat energy. And the biomass will left behind, which is called as the ash. Is it or not? Is it? Do reply, everyone. I'm just waiting for your response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can we convert that carbon dioxide, heat, and that ash which is left behind back into the carbon? Can we?
Yes, sir. No, sir. No,
we
sir.
can't.
We can't. Sir, we
Yes.
can't.
Yes, that's why it is a permanent change, and permanent change leads to the chemical change here. Okay, suppose we have the milk. Next example we have for milk. when milk converts into the curd. So are you able to convert that curd back into the milk? No, it is not possible, because milk contains lactose sugar. With the help of lactic acid, that lactic acid present in the milk, they convert lactose sugar into lactic acid. So it is the chemical change. Okay. So all the change around us that takes place which leads to the permanent change are called as beta chemical change. So this is the first example, burning of wood. Instead of carbon, we can write wood here. It is the coal. Okay, and here the conversion of milk into the curd is the permanent change. Okay, everyone. I hope you understood what is chemical change and physical change. So take a screenshot here. Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we will continue with the chemical change, means the chemical reaction now. Okay, so now we will discuss about the chemical reaction.
So chemical reaction is a reaction in which two compounds form a different substance and a different type of
And in
energy.
chemical reaction, there is a redistribution of electrons.
And
Okay.
some sort
It
of
is a
energy is let
reaction.
out.
Okay, so let me write, then we will discuss.
Reactants combine to form
Listen,
products.
listen. Let me describe first, and then we will discuss your views also. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So chemical reaction is nothing but a process. Okay. So the process in which one kind of substance converts into other kind of substance. Okay, with respect to properties. Okay, so the process in which one kind of substance converts into other kind of substance permanently are called as chemical reaction. Okay, so now we will write concepts of chemical reaction now. So concepts related to chemical reaction. So concepts of chemical reaction. Okay, number one, we have reactants. First, we have reactants. So what are reactants? Reactants are the chemical substance. Reactants are chemical species. Which takes part in chemical reaction. Okay.
So one doubt. Why are we using the word species instead of substances?
Okay, so we can use that because we have different kinds of substance with us, so we can say they are chemical species. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So what are reactants? Reactants are the chemical species which takes part in chemical reaction in order to form new types of compound. New type of compound. Okay. Second concept, we have the products. Second, we have product. So what are products? Products are the final compound formed, the final compound formed by the chemical reaction, chemical reaction are nothing but the products. Okay, so what are products? Products are the final compound formed by the chemical reaction. Okay, they are called as
Sir,
beta
it's not
products.
necessarily a compound, right?
Beta, yes, newly formed compound.
No, sir. Sir, I'm telling that it's not necessarily a compound, right?
Yes, it may be element because it may be
Yes, sir, because in
molecule.
dissociation, because in
That's
dissociation,
yeah,
it will be elements.
yeah. That's why we have to write chemical species. Okay, so products are the final substance or final substance we can write here. Substance may be the compound. So products are the final form, no, final substance we can write. Okay, that form by the chemical reactions are called as beta product. Okay, so just I'm writing a general chemical reaction here. So we have a reactant. If we have like more than one reactant, so we have to write like first reactant, then we have to separate them by positive sign, then second reactant, they will undergo the process called chemical reaction process. Okay, and will form the product. So first product, if more than one product will form, we have to separate them by positive sign. So second product, like this. So this is the general representation of chemical reaction. Okay, so again take a screenshot. Now we'll move further. Beta, any doubt till here?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, so reactant, product, process, understood, I think you all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so take a screenshot.
Sir, are we
Done?
going to have a quiz?
Like 1 to 2 concept will cover, then we'll have the quiz also.
No,
Because
sir, on
we-
structure of atom. Sir, on structure of atom.
okay, we'll have. Don't worry, we're gonna have. Okay, so any doubt here? No, na?
No, sir.
Okay, so now we have to go through next concept called chemical equation. Chemical equation. Okay, so chemical equation is nothing but the representation of chemical reaction. Okay, I'm writing first definition, then we will discuss that. The representation of chemical reaction, by using various symbol. Okay, the representation of chemical reaction by using various symbol in the form of equation is called as, or are called as chemical equation. Okay, so now we have to write one example for that. Suppose we have taken CH4, it is the methane gas. Okay, we are burning methane gas in presence of excess of oxygen gas, and we know oxygen present in O2 form, so we have written O2 here. They will react. So the process is what? It is burning. Okay, burning process. Instead of burning, we can write burn only.
No, sir. Sir, I'm asking burning or heating.
No. We are heating. Suppose if we are using carbon. Okay. So if we will heat carbon, it is not going to burn. So we have to increase temperature above the ignition temperature, then they are going to burn. So if we are burning, then we have to write burn, not heat. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the process is burning. So instead of burning, we can write burn also. So we know if we have excess of oxygen, so carbon and hydrogen, both type of atom will get fully oxidized. So carbon will form carbon dioxide gas. Hydrogen will form water molecules. Here we have 4 hydrogens, so here we will have 2 H2O. Okay, so now we have to balance the chemical reaction. Here we have 1 carbon in reactant side, product side we have also 1. Hydrogens we have on reactant side 4, so on product side we have also 4. Oxygen we have product side here 2 and here also 2, 4. So here we have to multiply by 2 coefficient. Now the reaction is balanced. Okay, so here as we can see here, we have written when methane gas reacts with oxygen or burns in presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water molecule. That water molecule again in the form of vapors. Okay, so this is nothing but the representation of chemical reaction in the form of equation, and here we have used many symbol, like for methane gas we have used CH4. Okay, for oxygen we have used O2. Okay, for that equal sign we have used arrow. That arrow shows the direction of the reaction. Means reaction is proceed from this direction to this direction. Okay, and here for carbon dioxide we have used CO2. It is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Here we have H2O. It is nothing but the water. Okay, so we have written the chemical reaction in the form of equation now. That's why it is called as chemical equation. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have see one more type of equation. It is the word equation. So what is word equation? Word equation. So the representation
So
of
the
chemical.
reaction is represented in words like
Yes.
sodium chloride instead of
Yes.
NaCl.
Yes. So we have to write the representation of chemical reaction. Wait a second. The representation of chemical reaction. The representation of chemical reaction in the form of words. Okay, is called as or are called as word equation. Like the same reaction I'm going to represent in the form of word now. So we have methane when it reacts with oxygen. Okay, they undergoes burning process, so we have to write burn to form carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so instead of here we can write 1 mole of methane plus 2 mole of oxygen gives 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 mole of water, like this. So this is the word equation, beta. This is the word equation. Understood, everyone?
Sir, why do we call it as mole instead
Okay.
of mole?
Okay, see, mole is the large quantity. Large quantity means, suppose if we are taking into consideration a single compound or single molecule of any compound, we cannot predict whether how much energy is going to release or how much energy is going to absorb, where is the atom is. That's why we are using the mole concept. And mole concept is nothing but, if suppose we are discussing about 1 mole, so 1 mole is equals to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles. Okay, so whenever we are using, see here, we do not have anything. That means here we have 1. Is it? Means we are using 1 mole of methane here. Here we are using 2 moles of oxygen. Here we are using 1 mole of carbon dioxide which is formed and 2 mole of water molecule like this. Okay. So 1 mole of any compound contains that much of particles. So we are dealing with the bulk of properties of matter, not for the single atom and single molecule or single compound. We are dealing with the bulk of compound always. Okay, in chemistry. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So take a screenshot
Yes,
here
sir.
again.